16 News starts now.
Thanks for the life that has meant so much to all of us.
Family and friends remember a Pine Bluff grandfather shot and killed by a SWAT team last week. Funeral services for Monroe Isidore celebrated the 107 years of his life. Good evening, I'm Suzanne Bruner. Fox 16's Drew Petchimo says relatives at the service remember a kind and gentle man, much different from the accounts given last week of his standoff with police.
During the service, friends said Monroe Isidore had a passion for two things, God and gardening. And on the day of his funeral, we got new video of Isidore while he was still alive. Take a look. That video you're looking at right there, taken by a friend about 2 years ago when Monroe Isidore was 105 years old. It shows him in his garden where friends say Isidore grew crops and gave them away to hungry families in the community. The funeral service Saturday was held at a packed Mark Carmel Missionary Baptist Church, a church Isidore himself helped found 65 years ago.
He didn't meet strangers. He didn't care if he was white, black, or whatever. Mr. Isidore would talk to you about Jesus.
Friends say they will always remember Isidore's smile, and you can see it right there in a picture from his earlier days that was printed in the funeral program. While the service was about celebrating Monroe Isidore's 107 years of life, there were still many questions from those attending over the circumstances of his death. For now, those questions will go unanswered as a judge has imposed a gag order preventing officials from commenting on the shootout between Isidore and officers that left the 107-year-old dead. Back to you.
Drew Petchimo, thank you. And here's the Fox 16 bottom line. Police say Monroe Isidore fired at officers on 3 separate occasions before the officers returned fire. One policeman has been placed on administrative leave, as is customary during the investigation. Also, a special prosecutor has been appointed to look into this case. In your Fox 16 crime alert, North Little Rock police arrest a man they say robbed a bank on Camp Robinson Road on Friday. Authorities say 47-year-old Michael Boyd confessed to robbing the Bank of the Ozarks when they questioned him just shortly after the robbery. Boyd admitted to entering the bank with a gun and got away with the cash. Detectives found Boyd's car driving on Highway 161 where they stopped him. Boyd is at the Pulaski County Detention Facility with no bond.
But go ahead. Try to say that to a parent still searching for their missing child.
Families of missing persons hearing from a kidnapping victim at an event this afternoon. The Arkansas Attorney General held the luncheon in response to a statewide missing persons initiative called Never Forgotten Arkansas Take Action. The speaker shared her personal story and what parents can do if they're in the same situation. Today's lunch was an opportunity for families to speak directly with local, state, and federal law enforcement agents involved in missing persons cases. Police still searching for a suspect who shot and killed a North Little Rock mother at a busy intersection. Officials say Samantha Olson's 11-month-old baby was in the car when she was shot at JFK and McCain Avenue a month ago. Police released video of the suspect's car. It's a dark maroon F-150 with chrome wheels and bumper. Anyone with information is asked to call North Little Rock Police.
Now, weather to plan your day with Fox 16 meteorologist Natalie Walters.
Well, it was a gorgeous day out there. Temperatures 70s and 80s. Some areas didn't even make it out of the 70s. We were up to 78 for that afternoon high in Mountain Home, 79 Clinton, 81 here in Little Rock. We had some mid 80s down to the south, but it was overall a gorgeous day. Here's a look at our low temperatures that we saw for us here. 53 Mountain Home, 52 Clinton, 58 Little Rock. We had some lower 60s, 61 down in Arkadelphia, but we are going to be seeing temperatures even cooler tonight than they were this morning. So it is going to look very nice, a cool and crisp evening, starting to feel a little bit more like fall, a lot like what we would like to see this time of the year. Here's a look at our future forecast, what we can be expecting. Clear skies overnight. We are looking at sunshine in the way for tomorrow. Off to the north of us, we are going to begin to see a front begin to push its way through the region. It will skim right off to the north of us. One particular model is putting some isolated showers for our region as we look into your Monday afternoon, Monday evening. I think these will be very isolated, but we are going to be watching out for some slight rain chances into the region. But most of us are going to remain dry. Here's a look at what we can expect for tomorrow. Those temperatures are going to be in the 50s, back up to about 79 by around noon. We will be into the mid to even some upper 80s out there, especially for parts of South Arkansas, but still staying in the 80s, slightly below normal. But overall, it is going to be warmer than we were today. That waking up temperature is going to be very pleasant, though. Cool and crisp for tonight. Warmer, though, as we check into tomorrow, but more 90s into the forecast. So I know we have been seeing some very nice cool and crisp conditions, but we are looking at temperatures warming up slightly into the forecast. I'll let you know how much we're going to be warming up coming up in just a bit.
It's been a long road to recovery for these dogs and cats rescued from a home in White County. About 2 months ago, employees with the Humane Society of the United States found them living in deplorable conditions, some with no food or water. But Fox 16's Melissa Schroeder found out there's a very happy ending to this story. Melissa?
That's right, Suzanne. We really got the chance today to see just how much compassion can change the life of an animal. Just weeks ago, officials found more than 90 cats and dogs at the home of a hoarder in White County. Some animals confined to a dirty trailer, others chained outside without shelter or shade. Today, these neglected animals got a second chance during a huge adoption event at the Humane Society of Saline County. After a couple of months of medical care and rehabilitation, they're ready to go home, and many of them did just that today.
Our 2 cats that we do have at home, we adopted from the shelters before, so we strongly believe in doing that and giving those animals a second chance as well.
Along with the rescue animals, dogs and cats from the Humane Society were also up for adoption. More than a dozen pets found their forever homes today. If you missed out, though, and would still like to meet some of those animals, there's another adoption event tomorrow from noon to 4 at the Humane Society of Saline County. Suzanne.
And you know what, Melissa? Those animals, they went through a lot. Could they all go up for adoption, or did some still need more care?
Well, Suzanne, physically they're all pretty good, but some of the animals you saw in that video, I mean, it was months that they had no human interaction or human contact, so as you can imagine, they're still pretty scared. And I'm told for some of them, they may need to go into foster care, foster homes for months, perhaps even up to a year, until they can get to the point where they can be adopted. But the good news here is all the animals will eventually find homes. It just may take a little while for some. Back to you.
Definitely. Thank you a lot, Melissa. Well, over 100 golfers, they came out for a fundraiser for Kaylee Hardig. She's the 3rd person in the nation to survive a rare parasitic meningitis. And as you can see, the weather was perfect for this golf tournament. Even Kaylee was spotted driving around in a golf cart. She and her mother tell us they are blown away by all the support.
I'm very thankful for everybody coming out and supporting us, and I mean, it's just amazing how many people want to give and help support her.
100% of the proceeds from today's tournament go directly to pay Kaylee's medical expenses. Organizers raised over $11,000. Coming up, Entergy crews compete in the Lineman's Rodeo. Why the contest was put off for so long. Plus, New Jersey hit again by devastation as dozens of businesses on the Seaside Boardwalk go up in flames. How the community plans to rebuild.
Don't go in! Don't go in there!
You're watching Fox 16 News at 9 with Suzanne Bruner, sports with Jason Snavely, and weather with meteorologist Natalie Walters. This is Fox 16 News at 9.